Hey guys, Daniel here with Value Investing with Daniel. Thank you for tuning into this video. In this video, we're going to be discussing three characteristics of a wonderful company that are always going to be there. So, a company that's wonderful is always going to have these three characteristics no matter what. No matter what anyone else says, these are the three things that are always going to be there if it's a wonderful company. Number one, the revenue and free cash flow will be growing, and the free cash flow will be positive and growing, like I say, 9 years out of 10. So if you look at 20 years of company history, there should not be more than 2 years where the free cash flows were negative for this company. If you see that the free cash flows are all over the place and they're not growing nice and steady and stably, then chances are it's not a wonderful company. Same thing with revenues. Revenue should be going up and up and up. They should be stable. They should be growing 9 years out of 10. If there's 1 year every 10 years or so where the revenues decline a little bit, that's okay. But we don't want to see revenues that are all over the place. We want to see companies who are able to increase their revenue and free cash flow year after year, 9 times out of 10. The second thing is that the return on capital employed is 15% or greater 9 years out of 10 again. So companies that are wonderful are able to deliver high returns on capital, and they're able to deliver returns on capital, let's say above 15% or something along those lines. So if a company is able to consistently deliver returns on capital employed above 15%, 9 times out of 10, 9 years out of 10, then that's an indication that it's a wonderful company. The third thing is that it's not going to have a lot of debt. If a company has a lot of debt, then it's not a wonderful company. Great companies don't require debt, and the debt should be 2 times less than the earnings before interest and taxes, depreciation, amortization. So keep that in mind, that companies that are wonderful will always meet these three criteria. These are absolute. Okay, there's no questioning what it is, what it isn't. This is what it is, right? So company will always have revenues and free cash flows growing and positive. Its return on capital will always be above 50%, 9 years out of 10, and it won't have a lot of debt. Let's say less than 2.5 times its EBITDA. So keep that in mind. These are important metrics that you got to look for to determine if it's a wonderful business, because if it is, then your way of valuing the business is going to be different than if it was just an ordinary business. So keep that in mind. We're looking, generally speaking, for wonderful businesses to invest in. So keep this in mind. Look for those three characteristics. If you find companies that meet these characteristics and you can understand the business, then chances are you'll do well. Thanks.